Okay, here's the lowdown on Sinemet. So, Sinemet is the brand name. Carbidopa levodopa is the generic name. So basically, if you haven't watched the first part of this video, go watch it, because you probably won't understand this if you don't watch the first part. So basically, levodopa is converted into dopamine. However, when we talked about the electrical impulses going down the neuron, the levodopa is converted into dopamine, which in Parkinson's you don't have enough of. But without the carbidopa, along with the levodopa, or let's put it this way, if you just had levodopa, the levodopa cannot get over the synapse alone. So levodopa is combined with the carbidopa to get over the synapse, which is the space between the axon and the dendrite. Well, between one axon and then a completely separate neuron that has dendrites. I hope that makes sense. So that's why you don't just have the levodopa. That's why you have the carbidopa. Something really important is that this medication does not cure Parkinson's. It does not make it go away. Parkinson's is a progressive disorder, and the Sinemet basically delays the progress. So, yes, the Parkinson's will get worse, but this will slow it down. So, take it at the same time every single day. Most doctors will prescribe it more than once a day. I've seen it up to 4 times a day. So just making sure that if it's scheduled for 8 o'clock, you take it at 8 o'clock, because being on time is very important with this medication. No protein. No protein within 2 hours of taking this medication. Increased protein decreases the absorbency. So basically, if you are going to eat chicken for breakfast at 7:30 and you take this medication at 8 o'clock, it's not going to work as well as if you ate oatmeal for breakfast. So just keep that in mind. Monitor your blood pressure and your pulse. This isn't a super important thing unless your doctor's really said hey, you need to take your blood pressure every day. I recommend patients take their pulse and blood pressure every day. That's just me. That's what I recommend, but I understand that not everybody can do that. But I think it's very important to just go ahead, take the blood pressure and pulse every day, so that way we can notice if there's any changes. So if your blood pressure has been running 120/80 for the past 7 days, and all of a sudden it's 90/50, I'm gonna be like, wonder why. But Sinemet can make your blood pressure lower, so that's why it's really important to monitor it. Take this with a meal. So instead of eating eggs and bacon for breakfast, try some crackers, try oatmeal, try something that isn't so high in protein. But it is important to eat with this medication. It can cause some gastric irritation, so taking it with a meal is really important. Darkening of the saliva, sweat, and urine. I've never seen this happen, but I've heard that it can happen, so I wouldn't freak out, because it's considered normal. And then it can cause you to get tired and dizzy. So after you take this medication, don't drive, don't operate heavy machinery, don't operate any machinery. Just be mindful of that and don't plan too much. And I would often say have frequent rest periods. So go out and garden for a couple of hours, or maybe for an hour, and then come back in and rest, and then you can go back outside just to kind of take a load off. So that's all that I have for Sinemet. I hope it was helpful.